A devastating cloudburst struck the village of Dharali in Uttarkashi district, located in the northern state of Uttarakhand, India. This cloudburst, occurring on the evening of August 5, 2025, led to a massive flash flood that swept through the village, causing significant destruction and leaving behind a trail of devastation. Dharali, a small village known for its scenic beauty and proximity to the Ganga Valley, had always been a peaceful and serene place. It was a popular destination for pilgrims and tourists alike, but the calamity changed everything in an instant. The cloudburst, a sudden and intense downpour of rain, unleashed an overwhelming surge of water. The heavy rainfall overwhelmed the village, which is situated in a valley with steep slopes and narrow paths. Within minutes, floodwaters surged through the streets, carrying with them debris, rocks, and mud. The torrent of water inundated homes, hotels, shops, and other buildings, causing massive destruction. The village, once home to many, was submerged, with large sections of the area being washed away by the floodwaters. As the waters rose, residents were left in a state of panic. Many were trapped in their homes, unable to escape the rising floodwaters. The suddenness of the disaster left little time for people to react, and the cloudburst hit the village without warning. Eyewitnesses described the chaos as the floodwaters surged with terrifying speed, submerging everything in their path. Vehicles were swept away, homes were destroyed, and the infrastructure was severely damaged. The village's hotels and guest houses, which served as accommodations for pilgrims, were not spared. Many of these buildings collapsed or were swept away by the rushing water.
रुक गया बहन सारा तहस नहस हो गया नदी बंद करता है यहाँ हैं हाँ नदी होती बंद.
The aftermath of the cloudburst was nothing short of catastrophic. Local authorities, rescue teams, and volunteers rushed to the scene in a desperate attempt to save those trapped in the floodwaters. The situation was further complicated by the challenging terrain and the continuous rainfall, which made the rescue operations difficult and dangerous. The floodwaters, laden with debris, continued to pose a significant threat to those trying to rescue the survivors. The death toll from the disaster was initially reported to be at least 4 people, though many others were feared missing.
Mid portion of the village has got swept out and the road has got blocked. The villagers on both sides have been evacuated by the army column which reached on the ground. Presently, the villagers have been asked to stay away from this side as the
floodwaters had trapped several people inside collapsed buildings, and there was a growing concern that the number of casualties could rise. Rescue teams from various organizations, including the National Disaster Response Force, NDRF, State Disaster Response Force, SDRF, and local police were working tirelessly to locate survivors and clear the debris. Despite their best efforts, the continuous rainfall hampered their progress, and the situation remained dire as the days passed. The destruction of infrastructure was another major consequence of the cloudburst. Roads leading to and from Dharali were either washed away or rendered impassable, cutting off the village from surrounding areas. This made it difficult for additional aid to reach the area, and the lack of proper communication infrastructure further complicated relief efforts. Bridges that connected the village to nearby towns were destroyed, and power lines were downed, leaving the area without electricity. The cloudburst was part of a larger weather pattern that had been affecting the region for several days.
सब दबेगा सारा कुछ टूटेगा ये तो होटल टूटेगा धराई पे सारा होटल पूरा काला जी बना लो और अगर दिवरा फुल थाई वाला बचेगा बाजार सारे बराबर दिवरा फुल थाई वाला बार बचेगा हां ये का टूटेगा भैया का भैया का कोई जाए
Meteorological agencies had predicted heavy rainfall, but the intensity of the cloudburst was beyond what anyone had anticipated. Experts believe that the increase in such extreme weather events may be a result of changing climate patterns. The region, which is already vulnerable due to its mountainous terrain and fragile infrastructure, is particularly susceptible to such natural disasters. The frequency and severity of cloudbursts, along with other extreme weather events, have been increasing in recent years, raising concerns about the long-term effects of climate change on vulnerable regions like Uttarakhand.